So Rashi, so now that we've understood an aspect of pain, what can we start doing about it? So one, that we don't get into a situation where we get chronic pains.
Okay.
And later on, if you do have chronic pains, what do we do about it?
So I'm going to first define what is acute pain and chronic pain, just so that everyone's
Hmm.
clear on that. Guys,
Hmm.
this is not a medical definition. This is me making things simpler for the lay person to be able to understand what's going on. Okay. So A, what is acute pain?
Hmm.
Acute pain is pain that your body produces as a sign of inflammation, where there
Hmm.
is an actual injury to the body, or there is a probability of an injury. So if you have, for example, touched something very, very hot, or if you have broken your hand, your body
Hmm.
will produce the signs of inflammation, which are five
Hmm.
signs, which
Hmm.
are: there would be redness in that area, there would be
Okay.
swelling in that area, there would be a
Okay.
temperature change in that area, there would be pain, and there would
Hmm.
be loss of function. We have
Hmm.
Latin words to describe
Hmm.
them medically. We say
Hmm.
rubor, dolor, calor, um, pallor, and functiolacia. See, I
Hmm.
remembered.
Hmm.
But
What?
uh, basically, this is your body's way of letting you know that something has happened, some injury has happened, some
Hmm.
virus has attacked. So even say
Hmm.
you were going to get fever, you would feel
Hmm.
a temperature rise, you would feel red,
Yes.
you would
Hmm.
feel pain, probably in your throat. There would be
Hmm.
redness somewhere. There would be
Hmm.
swelling in your
Hmm.
tonsils, possibly, and you would feel
Hmm.
malaise. You would feel fatigued, and the moment even that injury is out of your body, that virus has left your body, all of these symptoms go away. So
Hmm.
inflammation is marked by pain, and
Hmm.
that kind of pain is acute pain. Injury
Right.
आया, pain आया,
Hmm.
injury better
Hmm.
हुआ, the pain has gone away, right? The moment the
Hmm.
inflammation subsides, the pain goes away as well. Now,
Correct.
chronic pain exists in the absence of a noxious stimuli, in the
Hmm.
absence of injury, in the
Hmm.
absence of all the other signs of inflammation. So, there
Hmm.
is no active inflammation, but your
Hmm.
body persists and continues to make this cycle of pain in the
Hmm.
absence of an injury. So, I'll give
Hmm.
you a small example. Imagine you
Hmm.
had a tooth that was inflamed because there
Hmm.
was a cavity or there is a root canal that needs to be done over there,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm. Hmm.
When you go to your dentist, there will be swelling, there will be a
Hmm.
redness in the gums, there will be
Hmm.
possibly some pus over there, your
Hmm.
temperature may go up, and of course there'll be a
Hmm.
lot of pain. You won't be able to eat from the side. The moment they do the root canal or look after the cavity,
Hmm.
the immediate source of irritant is taken
Hmm.
away. Maybe that
Hmm.
infected root is removed, and your body heals naturally without you doing anything. So your
Hmm.
body, once that root canal is done, basically
Hmm.
once that infection is removed, will
Hmm.
start healing by itself.
Correct.
Suppose your tooth is absolutely okay.
Hmm.
Now it's fine, beautiful root canal done, no source of
Hmm.
infection. But
Hmm.
your tooth then continues to produce a pain in the absence of there being any infection.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's when we call it chronic pain. So, chronic pain is defined by two things: it's
Hmm.
defined by the time a person has suffered. So, anything more than 3 weeks would
Okay.
fall into chronic pain, and
Hmm.
anything in the absence of inflammation or
Hmm.
injury would
Hmm.
fall into chronic pain,
Hmm.
right? Now these
Hmm.
kind of pains are little tough to look after, because your body has the mechanism where it feels pain sometimes in then varying positions. Let me throw an example out at you.
Hmm. Hmm.
Now if
Hmm.
somebody has chronic pain, say in their neck, they may
Hmm.
feel it. It
Hmm.
may have started out as an
Hmm.
injury to one particular muscle in their neck,
Hmm.
but when that becomes into a chronic pain, meaning it's
Hmm.
been there in their body for many, many weeks, there
Hmm.
is a regular maybe activity that's irritating it, but now the
Correct.
muscle has become extremely fatigued. Then
Hmm.
what you will land up feeling is the
Hmm.
pain not only in your neck, but you may feel
Hmm.
it as a deep, dull, achy headache at the top of your head, or
Hmm.
near your temples, or
Hmm.
on your cheeks, or some
Hmm.
deep dull pain going into your arms, going into the
Correct.
front of your chest, possibly in your shoulders, in your upper
Hmm.
spine. Now
Hmm.
this kind of pain, if you were to think of it yourself, And for pain, most patients become doctors, right? Because
Yeah.
they want to figure it out, and popping pills, so everybody feels that they just know what to do about it. But when you're sitting and you're thinking about your body, you'll think that, oh, today my left shoulder hurts, but yesterday my left back of the head was hurting. Day before yesterday, the front of my neck was hurting. And you start second guessing yourself. And you keep thinking, where is this? And you're absolutely right. This is all real because it's referred patterns. So chronic pain tends to have a referral pattern, tends to have an expanse more than what may have been the starting point. But if I were to examine that same patient, I would realize, boss, you have a single tightness in your muscle at this particular point. What you have been doing is you have been icing your entire arm. What you have been doing is you have been trying to look after the entire expanse of the problem. But the source of that problem is that one pin prick that you may have missed.
Correct. Very, very beautifully put.